Hello everyone! Today I'm going to do a video about the Digitakt and specifically using it as a synthesizer with the very handy built-in waveform cycles that you can use. So the reason for doing this is that recently I started a new project for all my splurges, the so-called short daily sessions, where I just make a loop something quickly using one or more of the Electron machines or using live. And to keep track of everything, every loop is a new pattern, and after 8 banks of 16 patterns you run out and you need to start a new project. So when you start a new project, you get the standard sort of samples loaded up here, so you get a nice default kit and then nothing. And so I started to load up some samples and I did some single cycle stuff, and these are really cool because of the looping function that Digitakt has. They can actually function as oscillators, and I'll show you how. First I'll load up some more because I only have a few. These 9 through 12. Hope you can read this. Thin, acid, pulse 1, acid sub 1 and FM 1. So how do we get more samples into here? You go to the project page. I know what it's called, but it's the little gear button icon, setup I think it's called. Samples, and I'm in factory now. If I go up, you start out here, factory incoming, some other sounds that I've transferred or recorded. This is the factory bank. You get drums, synths and the toolbox, and if you go into the toolbox you get noise and oscillators. So I'll start with oscillators, and there's really a bunch of these, and they're all really tiny samples because they're basically single cycle. And you can see the ones that I've already selected here. This one is on slot number 12 and a little bit lower down. This one. Okay, let's do a few more. I just press yes to select them. Tones, thick. I don't know what these do, but you know, they're all tiny. So I'll just select a bunch. Sol fold maybe, I don't know. Poly, organ, just get a bunch on here. Folded, wave folding can be cool. Let's do a few of those. And FM-ish, bunch of FM waves here. I'll do a few more. I already have a few. Something called dank. Well, we have to use that, of course. Right, so I go to the side menu by pressing to the right, and I can load these to the project. I've selected 17 samples. Do I want to load them? Yes. Confirm. Okay. So that's that. Go back to the main menu. I'll take a quick look at the noise here. Bunch of noises. Select a few. Watery, staticky, grainy, empty. That sounds interesting. Okay, and I'll load these as well. Load to project, 4 samples. Right. Now if I go to the left menu, view RAM, here you can see all the samples that are loaded up. And this is also where you can delete them. For instance, if I don't want to use this standard kit, I can get rid of them. Maybe they're too vanilla, maybe they take up some space that I want to use for something else. You go to the menu on the right, and you can unload them after you've selected them. And a really nice function also is finding the unused ones. I can actually do that. So there's 21 samples selected, but I'm not going to do anything with those unused samples. So anyway, that's for now. And now if I go into track 1, the samples, you can see there's all these new waveforms. Okay, so maybe you already knew how this works. I thought I would include it anyway, because this is one of the things where Electron gets some criticism, the sample and sound management being complicated. So it doesn't hurt, I guess, to go over how it works, because to be very honest, once I have a bunch of samples loaded up, I don't look back to this, and then every time I want to change something or get some new samples, I have to find out again how it works. Yeah, so without further ado, let's just select one, FM1. So you can hear now this, go to the alternative page, it's a click, very nice looking waveform here, but how do we turn this into a quote-unquote synth? Well, we need to loop it. So forward play, forward loop. And now you can see you can actually change the, I'll lower the volume, change the character with the length. You can use part of the wave, or you can use all of the wave. So that is a FM wave, and what shall we do with this? Let's throw on some effects, some filtering. There are some harmonics here, so. One thing I could do actually is select this on another track as well, and maybe make a chord of sorts. I'll just do this the dumb way. I'll just put in a single step, trig, make this long, why not infinite? I'll go to change the length here. I'll do it for everything. "64 steps for every track. Give it some amplifier action. Okay. Going on the second track, let's select another waveform and make something, I don't know, a little bit ambient like. I don't know, skewed. We'll select that one. Again, like this, it doesn't really make any sense. It only comes into its own once you loop it. Let's look at the waveform. It's more like a triangle with sort of a slope to it, a skewed triangle. Okay. Maybe tune it a little bit higher. Make an interval, a chord. An octave and 3 semitones. Okay, I'll lower the volume of this one. Let's see. Could do Control All, of course. Oh, wrong button, wrong knob. Control All. They don't have to be identical, the parameters. It could be interesting to have a little bit of difference. I could also, of course, give it some LFO action. Let's see. Try to do this for everything. Destination, let's go for amplifier volume. Maybe some wobbling. Yeah, let's try that. Speed. Depth. Make it a bit faster. It is working, yeah. I want to give it more of like a vibrato like quality, so it needs to be faster, and the depth lower, so I'll go for 16 here. Again, it's cool to have different speeds here. give it a more organic feel. Okay, let's move on. Track 3. I don't know, hollow. I'll get rid of the reverb for now. Again, loop it. Maybe this sounds nice with some high pass. I think this already has the LFO set up. Yep. Change the speed and the depth a little bit. So that's the power of the control all function. I did control all while setting up the LFO. So now they all have this volume LFO. And of course I can change this. I can change this to, I don't know, panning. Make it faster. Actually for all these, the LFO is a little bit slow, so I'll put it to 16 on all of these. Again, I could use control, but I just want to make sure they're individually okay. Okay, so we're on track 3. Okay, so let's change the tuning of this one then. On the source page. Wrong. Let's just try something. Um, 14, let's go for. So this is the root. I think that doesn't really sound okay. Let's see, so 24, 22 steps. That's like a 7th. Okay, what I can do, of course, is copy this and then paste. Doing that wrong. Copy, paste, paste. Track length. Let's see. So we have 4 pages. Okay. Yeah. Should be good. It's restarting. Okay. The first one. Yeah, that's restarting. Why? The second one? That one isn't. So I'm doing something wrong here. Let's see. Trig, infinite length. I'll just get rid of it. Sometimes this machine baffles me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I don't care. Let's just move on. So more more waveforms. Let's see. Sounds interesting. Sol fold. Maybe something percussive for this one. Okay, so. Let's look at the wave. Cool shape. Now I can also, of course, change the character by looping smaller segments. Let's see. Let's change the reverb. I like it when it has a long tail. And I'll do a little bit of high pass here. That's nice. Let's do some high pass on the sound itself. Okay. Okay, let's turn on the metronome here. Okay. Metronome is on, come on. Where is it? Did you hear a metronome? I don't. That's weird. Metronome is off. Metronome is on. Could be something to do with the fact that I'm using overbridge, maybe. No, because I am hearing the master channel, so that is strange. Maybe I need to enable it in overbridge or something anyway. So no metronome. Not gonna go to the computer right now. I'll just leave it like this. I'll just put in some steps then. Something maybe like this. Yeah. Now, of course, there is a way to copy these pages. And of course, I don't know it, so I'm gonna change the length here. Like so. Okay, nice. Let's play a little bit with the levels. Vary those a little bit. We could vary the amount of reverb, of course. Parameter locking, what we love about Electron. Some panning, some subtle panning, maybe. Not too much. Okay. More cowbell, please. Let's see, I'll just turn this down. Track 5, the cowbell. Of course, you can never have enough, but in this case, we'll try something else anyway. Organ, oboe. Oboe. Loop it. Also a very complex waveform, so let's see what happens. Change this. Let's try another one. Hollow. Is this hollow? Oh. Folded. Yeah, it's a different one. That hollow one seemed very similar to the oboe. Yeah, they look almost the same. Folded 3, I like this one. Okay. Oh yeah, that's one thing I like to try. So let's make this right, a really nice low sort of undertone thing. And now let's put the LFO on sample length or loop position. Let's try. I think loop position. Okay, not too fast, and have it move. So the loop position will be this one. It's doing something, yeah. Let's make it slower. Sort of a PWM effect. Interestingly, it makes it detune. Yeah, a little faster. Something like that. Just a little bit of movement. Probably out of tune with the rest now. Yeah. Let's see. That's like the root note. Something like this then. Maybe change this. Okay. All right, and this has the standard length, so let's do one more. This is becoming a long video, so one more. And I will limit myself again to these noises, these short cycles. I wanted to do some noise. Again, I'm going to loop that. Ooh, that's pretty aggressive. Yeah. Let's see what happens. We do a very short cycle of this. I'll make this a little bit longer. Let's look at the wave. So the length. You can go all the way to really short, and then it becomes a tuned, a pitched thing. We can get this glitchy effect here. One thing that's cool about this, if I just use the full length, but I set an LFO up to vary the starting point, so sample start. Yeah, and let's say that's a random one. Now it will start at a different point every time. Can't see that of course, but that should help changing the character and not make every hit the same. If I make this into, say, a hi-hat, I hope I'm doing it right here. Can make sure that it starts at a different point by using the trick here. Let's see if I'm right. Anyway, let's do something simple here. Just a little sort of backbeat. It's too much. Again, I'll make this one shorter. One final little tweak here. Maybe just change the tuning and the volume a little bit between the two. Okay, so that's all for today. So what did I do here? Basically, use the Digitakt as a synth using the single cycle waveforms, having some fun, making a little bit less groove beat oriented thing. It's not quite ambient, but I don't know what to call it. A little bit of fun and experimentation here, showing the many possibilities of this wonderful little machine. So thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far in the video. Just a little reminder, I am still giving away the Too Many DFAM Kicks sample pack, link in the video description. So check that out if you want 48 lovingly recorded kick drum samples from the small but mighty DFAM. Check that out. And again, thanks so much for watching. I shall see you on the next one. Bye bye.